It's Miss Frazzle again, and today I'm going to read you a story, and it's called The Three Billy Goats Gruff. And in my story, there's a troll. But what's really neat about this book is on one side of the cover, it's The Three Billy Goats Gruff, but on the other side, it's the troll's version of the story. Yeah, so finally your story is getting to be told. So we're going to see both versions of it, and when I'm done, I want you to think, which one do you believe? Let's begin. The Three Billy Goats Gruff. Retold by Dr. Alvin Granowski. Once upon a time, there were three billy goats named Gruff. The littlest billy goat was called Little Billy Goat Gruff. The middle billy goat was called Middle Billy Goat Gruff, and the biggest billy goat was called Big Billy Goat Gruff. These three billy goats lived in a meadow where the grass grew tall and green, but the goats had been chomping on the grass every day since early spring, and most of the tasty blades were gone. One day, Little Billy Goat Gruff said, "I'm going to the hillside where the grass grows tall and green. Who wants to come with me to eat that yummy-looking grass?" His bigger brothers looked up at the green hillside. "That grass sure does look good," his brother said. "Yes, we'll come, but first we need to do our work. You run along, and we'll meet you up there before too long." "See you up on the hillside," Little Billy Goat Gruff called. "I promise I won't eat all the yummy grass before you get there." The little goat started happily on his way. But the only way to get to the hillside was over a rickety wooden bridge. A mean old troll lived under that bridge. The scary troll had eyes that bulged with fire and teeth that were big, sharp, and pointed, and his favorite dinner was goat. Little Billy Goat Gruff came to the rickety bridge and began to cross it. Trip-trap, trip-trap, trip-trap. "Who's that crossing over my bridge?" roared the mean old troll in his deep, scary voice. "It's just me, Little Billy Goat Gruff," the little goat trembled. I'm going over to the hillside to eat some yummy grass." "You want to eat the yummy grass?" the mean old troll roared. "Well, I want to eat the yummy little you." "Oh, please don't eat me," cried Little Billy Goat Gruff. His legs were shaking so badly, he looked as if he would fall right over. "Wait until Middle Billy Goat Gruff comes. He's much bigger than I am, and he'll be so much more for you to eat." "Great!" roared the scary troll. "I would much rather have a larger meal than a smaller one. Trot along over to the hillside, little goat. I'll wait to eat your bigger brother." Little Billy Goat Gruff ran for his life as fast as his little hooves would carry him. Trip-trap, trip-trap, trip-trap. Just a short while later, Middle Billy Goat Gruff came along and started across the rickety wooden bridge. Trip-trap, trip-trap, trip-trap. "Who's that crossing over my bridge?" roared the mean old troll in his deep, scary voice. "It's just me, Middle Billy Goat Gruff." The middle-sized billy goat trembled. I'm going over to the hillside to eat the yummy grass." "You want to eat the yummy grass?" the mean old troll roared. "And I want to eat the yummy you." "Oh, please don't eat me," cried Middle Billy Goat Gruff. His legs were shaking so badly he looked as if he would fall right over. "Wait until the Big Billy Goat Gruff comes. He's much bigger than I am, and he'll be so much more for you to eat." "Great!" roared the scary troll. "I would much rather have a big meal than a middle-sized one. Trot along over to the hillside, middle-sized goat. I'll wait to eat your bigger brother." Middle Billy Goat Gruff ran as fast as his middle-sized hooves would carry him. Trip-trap, trip-trap, trip-trap. Just a short time later, Big Billy Goat Gruff came along and started across the rickety wooden bridge. Trip-trap, trip-trap, trip-trap. "Who's that crossing over my bridge?" roared the mean old troll in his deep, scary voice. "It is just me, Big Billy Goat Gruff," the big goat said in his loud, clear voice. "I'm going over to the hillside to eat the yummy grass." "You want to eat the yummy grass?" the mean old troll roared. "Well, I want to eat the big, yummy you." You want to eat me, do you? Laughed Big Billy Goat Gruff. He was so big and strong that he wasn't afraid of anyone. He pawed the bridge and lowered his great big horns. Then come right on over. I'm waiting for you. The mean old troll leaped on top of the bridge. His eyes bulged with fire. His big, sharp, pointed teeth flashed in the sunlight. Now I've got you, he roared. That's what you think, replied Big Billy Goat Gruff. Then he charged at the mean old troll and knocked him high into the air. The troll went over the bridge and fell into the water below. He was never seen again. Then Big Billy Goat Gruff trotted over the bridge to the green hillside where the tall blades of grass grew. He smiled at his brothers. How do you like it here on the hillside, he asked. Just fine, the two goats said. The tall grass sure is yummy. Then they asked, how's that mean old troll who lives under the bridge? I think he's going to find a new home, said Big Billy Goat Gruff. Little Billy Goat Gruff and Middle Billy Goat Gruff smiled at one another. It sure was great to have a big brother. Then they all began to eat the tall green grass that tasted just as yummy as it looked. Now I'm going to try and read for you like a ventriloquist. I'm going to try not to move my mouth, and I'm going to try to make the voices for this little troll right here. He's a puppet, so I'm going to put my hand behind him, and I'm going to see if I can make him talk. Now the name of this story is called Just a Friendly Old Troll, and it's also by Dr. Alan Gronowski. Are you ready? Okay, here we go.
Just look at my face. Would you guess that I was once a handsome troll? I'm black and blue all over, and who knows how many broken bones I have. Why, I have aches on the top of my pains and pains on the top of my aches. There's not a spot on my body that doesn't ache in pain. The doctor at the emergency room couldn't believe her pretty troll eyes. I've never seen so many aches and pains on any troll before. Her red eyes grew as big as saucers. What happened? She asked. Did a building collapse on your head, or was it a speeding train that hit you? Can you believe that a goat did this to me? I asked. I'm lucky to be alive. Why, did that goat beat me up? He doesn't understand hospitality. That's why. It just doesn't pay to be friendly to a goat. Let me tell you what happened. I live under a bridge not too far from here. Whenever folks cross over my bridge, I always say hello and offer them a cool drink. If I ever have a good meal cooking, I invite them for dinner. It's what my mama taught me to do. Be friendly to folks and they'll be friendly to you, she would always say. When I was just a little troll, I remember folks sitting on our porch and visiting for hours. Then Mama would bring out the treats. She was known far and wide for her homemade pies and fresh lemonade. So now that I live under the bridge, I try to make folks welcome there too. Well, one day Billy Goat Gruff came trotting over my bridge. Hi, little goat, I yelled up to him. How are you doing on this fine sunny day? And he yelled down, I'm doing fine, Mr. Troll. I'm trotting over to the hillside to eat the tall green grass. Oh, no, to go all that way, I called up. I'd like to have you for dinner. Little Billy Goat seemed scared. Why don't you wait for my bigger brother, he asked. I thought that was strange, but it was all the same to me. I guess that the little goat was shy. All right, I said, run along then, and he did. At the time, I didn't know why that goat seemed so scared. I found out later when the goats started wagging their tongues, they said little Billy Goat Gruff thought that he would be dinner. Doesn't that beat all? That little goat thought I wanted to eat him for my dinner. Where did he get such a silly idea? I guess goats aren't used to folks being friendly. In no time at all, Middle Billy Goat Gruff came along. Hi, Middle Billy Goat Gruff, I yelled up to him. How are you doing on this fine sunny day? Middle Billy Goat Gruff yelled down to me. Hello, Mr. Troll, I'm fine. I'm on my way over to the hillside to eat the tall green grass. Oh, no need for that, I called up. I'd like to have you for dinner. Again, I had no idea that the goat thought I wanted to eat him for dinner. If he had only said something, I could have set him straight right away. I had a big pot of stew on the stove, cornbread in the oven, and a fresh baked pie. I even had a big pitcher of Mama's famous lemonade to wash it all down. But Middle Billy Goat Gruff acted just about the same as his little brother. He told me to wait for his big brother. Well, that will be fun, I said. You run along now. I thought those poor goats must be really shy or something. I could tell they didn't know much about hospitality, but I couldn't have guessed what would happen next. In just no time at all, Big Billy Goat Gruff came along. Hi, Billy Goat Gruff, I yelled up to him. How are you doing on this fine sunny day? Hello, Mr. Troll, he called down to me. I'm getting along fine. I'm going over to the hillside to eat the tall green grass. Well, no, there's no need to do that, I called up. I'd like to have you for dinner. Billy Goat Gruff yelled down to me, Come right on up, Mr. Troll. I'll be waiting for you. Well, I laughed to myself. Finally, one of those goats was going to join me for dinner. I hopped right up on the bridge and started toward Big Billy Goat Gruff with my hand out. Of course, you always shake hands when you meet someone. Then, from out of nowhere, bam! Wallapazoo! Let me tell you, that goat had some big horns and hooves. He turned me every which way but loose. Help! Somebody save my skin! I yelled. This goat is out of his mind. Finally, I dove into the water and swam down the river. That's all I remember. I have no idea how I ended up here. I'm just lying in this hospital bed hoping to get better. I know I'm lucky to be alive. Next time, I'll think twice before I invite someone to dinner. And if it's a goat, I won't have to think about it even once. Goats don't understand hospitality. But I bet you do. Don't you? It would be great to have you for dinner.
Oh my. Well, thank you for reading that, Mr. Troll. You did a great job of reading it. And boys and girls, I'm going to show you a little activity pretty soon, and I'm going to show you maybe you can make a sock puppet at home and you could have somebody talking to you too. All right, see you in a little bit. Bye. Hi. Okay, here's how you can make a sock puppet. First of all, you find a sock and you put your hand in it. And you push the sock all the way down, and then when you get to the end, you push it inside your hand. Now, my hand looks like this. I have my thumb on the bottom and the fingers on the top. I push it in, and all of a sudden, I have a puppet. I can make my puppet talk. My puppet can talk to me. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. Okay, have fun making your puppets. Bye-bye.